This is Steve Zetro Souza from Exodus, and you're listening to Mosh Mag. Turn it up.
Hey, what's up? This is Donald Tardy with Obituary, and you're listening to Mosh Mag. Turn it up. What's up? What up?
There's another episode of Mosh Mag. What is this, 5 now? Holy cows, we're doing it.
It's number 5. I know, it's going to be... You know what? One day we'll look back and it'll be like... It'll all be up to, like, 105, and we'll be like, remember when we were on 5?
We're going to laugh at these.
I know.
Like, wow, we were terrible.
We totally will. Like, oh, God, look at you.
Like,
You sound like a girl. What the hell is that? Holy moly. It sounds like you're picking your nose.
Yeah.
Oh, actually was, but,
Easy.
that's another story. I guess today what we're going to do, Scott, we have questions that we're going to answer from some of our followers. And,
listeners.
They wrote us some questions. Listeners, yeah, followers.
Whatever works.
Can they be followers?
Followers, listeners.
Can they be?
Yeah.
Watch it? Okay. Whatever. However we're going to do it. And I think today that I'm going to have Scott make sure that he talks into the mic.
Yeah, a lot better than last time.
Mike? Oh, my God.
I get all comfortable and I start walking around, and I'm walking away from the mic, and stuff.
Because how we do this, me and him are looking at each other at Skype, and we got headphones on, and we're looking at each other. So we get so damn comfortable, and all of a sudden we're like,
oh, yeah, we're recording
halfway across the room, and we're talking. We're kind of like this. We're talking like, it's so weird.
No, it works.
We're getting a tempo down, and it's kind of cool. It's fun, and that's all we really give a shit
exactly.
about. No, but we have some questions from some readers.
Now they're readers.
What are we talking about? Yeah, they're readers now.
Sorry, a minute ago
they could read.
Followers.
They can read.
Yes.
You're trying to say they're
they
dumb?
can read.
Are they dumb? Okay. Oh, no.
Word.
Okay. Whatever. Just talk into the mic. Guys.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we have like 5 or 6 questions that people have asked us, and I thought, what's a better thing to do than just do it live instead of just so it can answer everybody and not just the one person and stuff. So we have them right here.
Want to go through the questions first? All right, let's do it.
Okay, I think what we're going to start off with is kind of what's in metal this week. What is in metal this week?
Well, let's start. Big news actually. Glenn Tipton of Judas Priest is diagnosed with Parkinson's.
That's right.
Sad thing, he's not going. He will not be touring with them on the tour. But no fear, nothing to worry about, people. Andy Sneap stepping in. Andy Sneap, of course, most of you guys know who that is. Some don't. He was a producer. I mean, he's worked with huge bands, man. Exodus, Priest, Accept, Arch Enemy, Testament, Creator, Nevermore. I mean, the list goes on and on. So he'll be stepping in as their guitarist for Glenn Tipton on the new Judas Priest tour.
Isn't it weird that the last 2 episodes, if you guys were listening, that we've brought up Glenn Tipton in the last 2 episodes,
and then this comes up.
I hope it isn't the Mosh Mag curse or anything. Like,
oh no,
that
sucks.
But it was kind of cool. I was looking on Facebook, and I saw Phil Dummel's post about this, and he put a picture of him playing in high school, in the quad at our high school, Dublin High, and his hair was all feathered like Glenn Tipton, and he brought it up. That kind of, yeah, it was pretty cool of Phil to do that. But yeah, very sad. I think anytime anybody was diagnosed with anything like that, and then now he just can't do what he loves.
Yeah,
and I think that's sad as shit.
We all get old.
That's really bad.
Sucks.
I know. God, I should stop bitching when I moan and groan to go to the bathroom. And, like, get up in the middle of the night, and I'm like,
we're all getting old. Sucks.
I'm knock on wood that everyone else is good. And that's kind of really sad, and I don't wish that on anybody, but I hope he gets,
Yeah, hope he gets better.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he can get better. Can you?
I mean, hopefully he lives at least a decent life for the rest of his life.
That's true. I'm not.
I was reading some of the articles, and apparently he can play most of the songs. It's just some of the complicated songs. He doesn't want to play in front of an audience anymore because he just can't get through them. Which is totally understandable.
Well, what's wrong with Mick Mars? I mean, do you know his?
Wasn't there like a hip or something? I don't know.
No, he's bad. Like when I saw the last tour.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, he just can't move. It is the weirdest. It's not weird. He can play like nobody's business, but he just can't move. I really don't know. And my wax staff right here, all of one person named Scott. I think he's looking it up right now. What is wrong?
Well,
with
Mick Mars, he's openly struggled with ankylosing spondylitis, a chronic inflammatory form of arthritis that mainly affects the spine and pelvis. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was sad to kind of see him that way, but he looked like he was having a great time, and that's all.
Well, he was diagnosed at 17 years old. He's had it that long, so I mean, it's just deteriorated his body over the years.
Yeah, but it got really bad when it was watching.
Yeah, it's sad.
And wow, it's kind of weird that we bring up our next little tidbit in the news. Now this is good. This is weird, and I don't know. We're gonna ask you guys how you guys feel about it too. But I guess the ex-Dio bassist, the bass player.
Yes.
He says he is all for a Dio hologram world tour. Yeah, you heard that right. I don't know how I think about that. I mean, I'd rather go see an old concert of him, rather than.
I don't know. I
don't know.
That's weird. They did that whole thing
one time.
Yeah, they did that whole thing with Tupac, at Coachella. I mean, I don't know. I think that's just weird. I mean, that's how they're going to start doing. They'll start replacing people. With, bands will just act now, and then next thing you know, the bands will just act, and we'll start seeing holograms. I don't know. I don't agree with it.
We're going to do a world tour and not leave our living room. We're going to be a hologram.
Well, Metallica tried doing that with that whole. They went on tour, and then you could buy movie tickets or whatever and watch them in the theater.
Right. See, that's different. It's a live concert going on that you can actually see. This is just kind of, I don't know.
Oh, there's video out there. Yeah, it's just him dancing around on the stage, like behind them. It's a weird, man. It's weird.
Yeah, it's just not. I don't know. It seems kind of morbid, and just kind of let it go. And I feel bad for like the bass player and and all these guys in the band, but then form a new band and go on. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's strange.
That seems really weird.
Very strange.
Wow.
It's almost as if some of these guys can't let go, and the technology's like, oh, you don't have to. We'll make them come back.
Hey, I know.
That worries me.
I'm surprised they're gonna get their dead body and
dangling from strings
like a
next.
puppet and sit dangling like.
Wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Oh no, this is great news. This just came out. I mean, this is groundbreaking news. Kip Winger's gonna have his box set released soon. No shit.
I don't know how you could do that with a straight face.
I know.
That was good though. That was good.
Who the fuck is gonna buy a Kip Winger box set?
I don't know.
Does he have more than what?
Didn't he just do one album? I don't
fucking
recall a lot of Kip Winger stuff back in the day.
Oh my god! And he was like the hairiest chest motherfucker that I could ever.
He was like from out of the 70s.
I know. It was just
Clint.
I couldn't stand that shit.
I said Clint. Sorry, Kip Winger. I think. Gee whiz, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm sorry. I had this on the list to talk about, and Scott goes to me and goes,
"Yeah,
are you fucking serious?"
You're kidding, right?
I go, Scott, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. I'm just gonna throw it in there. Shit.
It's terrible.
I guess it worked a little bit.
It did.
I really wanted to do it live and see your reaction on it. That would have been funny as fuck.
I've been like, what the?
I know. Okay, let's see the other one. Okay, there's a little problem I got here. I guess what's this guy's name? Do you remember this guy's name?
Starts
that
with
did
a
this
B. It's
documentary?
Balin.
Bob.
What's his name?
Nalbanda? Yeah, something like that. He is making a documentary, and it's called The Rise of LA Thrash Metal. And I guess the documentary is all the way back, and I guess all the way back to, like, I don't know when thrash was ever popular in LA. I don't think that was ever the case, but oh well. But I guess it got so big that he has to have a two-parter. And I was on Metal Injection, and I saw, I don't know who was interviewing, but he goes, it was the first question he asked. And let me go, I'm gonna get this right. He goes, this might get a few people upset. As most of you know, thrash metal originated from NorCal, Northern California.
It did.
Yeah, and but he brushed around it by saying, "Oh, we're going to be doing one on the San Francisco scene."
Which that's where it came from.
Yeah, that's where it came from. So he's gonna have a 3-hour documentary on thrash metal in LA. And my wife, she was there from that era, and she goes, "Dude, the scene there was so freaking weak that." They had, I guess, she told me the story of this guy, I guess the lead singer. He literally had a wig on. Yeah, he took his wig off after the show, because, that was the metal thing to do, was have long hair. Yeah, but anyway.
See, that's L.A., because L.A. is like the glam rock era,
I know. Why would you make that? I don't understand. And then it got so popular, now Metal Injection's on it. You're not even talking about the real shit. But I heard like Chuck Billy, I don't know about Chuck Billy. I don't know if he was literally on it or did something. But they're talking with Testament. They're talking with all these guys.
Who are all from the Bay Area.
Yeah, the Bay Area. And I don't understand. And I know it brings up the whole Metallica. Well, they were from.
Yeah, but he says, he goes, they originated from. They're an LA band because they're from LA. They claim to be from the BayArea, but they're from LA. Yeah, 2 of them.
They moved the fuck out
2 of
there
them are from
and moved
there.
back here. Right.
They live down there.
It just kills me. It kills me when people do this kind of shit, and I just don't understand. Why didn't he just start there and then go to LA, and then he can have a 2-parter of like NorCal, and then maybe have just California. I don't know. I think it's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit too.
He's getting all this. He's getting all this notoriety over this LA freaking scene. There's gonna be 3 hours. He had to cut it in 2 parts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's gonna be 3 hours of this shit.
It's gonna be a bunch of guys from the Bay driving down to LA for gigs.
I know. Look at that. Okay. Enough of this shit. Enough of me bitching. Okay. Now let's go. Okay, what do we got now? Oh, we got questions. Ooh. You guys ready for this shit? I got it on my little piece of paper that we printed out. We have 6 questions here. And it's kind of all over the place. It's kind of cool. And you guys can go. We can kind of go down this shit the way.
Yeah, thanks for sending these in, guys.
Why? Yeah, dude. Hella, guys. You know what? I wanted to just text these guys or and email with these guys back and just do it. But I just thought, why not just do it this way?
Yeah. No, this is cool.
Yeah. So go ahead. Why don't we do with number 1, Scott? You can read it off.
Okay. So number 1, it's from Mark in Tempe over there by you.
That's
and
right.
He's like, how long have we known each other, and what made you guys do the podcast? How long have we known each other? That's a good one.
Oh my god. I remember the first day I met you. It was weird. I walked in. I know. It was in Dublin. You guys. I walked into a room and I go, "Hey, I've seen you around." And that was the weirdest shit. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we've known each other since.
God, man, it's over 30 years.
It was the
80s, well, 30 years.
80.
84, 83. Yeah.
It was so about 83. We've known each other since 83. And
what made us get into the podcast? That's a good question, actually.
I think we've discussed this.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times.
A bunch of times.
It's just something we wanted to do. It was just something that we just wanted to screw around with, and
especially because we think, and I think it's kind of our niche because of the people that we grew up with, the town, Dublin, California, the whole DDP. We are. I mean, that's where personally, that's where it's all started. Because that's where it all started for me. With Phil and Zet and Chuck, all these guys. It's just.
I mean, yeah, if
Willie
you
Lang.
just research of everybody, if you go to Dublin and everybody that's a musician. And you know what? I really want to give props out to, I think it was the Guitar Center in Dublin. Remember that guy that used to walk around house to house and give acoustic guitars away? And that's what really got a lot of everybody in Dublin to start playing an instrument.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's such a trippy, and I guess I don't know if anybody even known this because I lived next door to Chuck Billy, but Chuck, this is gonna seem weird. Chuck was playing guitar.
Oh.
Yeah, and his brother Andy was playing the drums.
Andy's talented.
And I know, Andy Billy.
He's very talented.
He's really talented. God, great guitar player. Still is to this day. Yeah, he played if you guys ever listen to DDP, DDP for Life, and there's a couple albums he's on. It's pretty goddamn.
Yeah, Andy's really good.
But anyway, so he was playing drums, and then Chuck goes, "Hey, you know what? You guys want to switch?" And so Chuck then started playing drums.
Oh, what a trip.
No shit. Yeah, Chuck Billy was playing drums. If that's something. That was before he was in any band. He was a teen. He was really young at the time. Yeah, and so that kind of just started everyone in that era of us all starting to play an instrument.
So funny. What I remember about them when I was a kid is those guys all playing basketball at Murray School on the back court over in Murray School.
Yeah.
Like Willie Lang and all those guys. It's funny.
Yeah.
Good times in Dublin, man. Love that little town.
Oh, to answer the question, yeah, I think we kind of looked at it as being, we grew up with all this, and we grew up right, and
it's in our blood.
We're in the heart of, what did I say? I said it really good. I said something about this once. We were in the heart of the thrash metal revolution.
Yeah, for sure.
We were right in the middle of it, and I really. When they talk about thrash being from Northern California and originating there, it was. I
mean, the stage parties.
I mean,
the barn parties, the shows at the stage.
Rampage. Remember Rampage playing?
Wow.
Chuck was in Rampage, and God, all those guys were just so fucking talented, and that's not even including the people that didn't make it as like a rock star, and. I don't know, for Phil Demmel to be so freaking good. There's so much talent in that one little town of just musicians, man. It's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people came out of that town. A lot of talent.
Right, and I think that we just kind of looked at it as being our little thing to talk about because we lived through this and kind of and it kind of brings it to question number 2, and it's actually. Question number 2 goes from Ben and Lodi. Thanks, Ben, for the question. When are we going to hear a Tales of the Van episode? I know we had talked about this earlier, but Tales of the Van. We will be going into real deep depths about this, but oh man.
Yeah, do
you want to start one off?
We don't even know where to start.
I don't know.
That's like a whole show in its own almost.
I'll do a little short one. I'll do a little short one. Okay. I know there should be music to this. Maybe like a squeaking of the backs, like
freaking door opening. Wow, I can all hear that.
If everybody know, I had a van, and it became legendary. Phil Demmel had a van as well, just as legendary as well. But mine, I guess, we're going to Monsters of Rock. I think I had 14 people in the van, dead traffic, nowhere to go. Everyone had to pee, so everyone started jumping out of the van, going taking a piss, right? Okay.
Good time.
Well, you got to know where I'm going, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So all of a sudden, people are getting out, and I'm telling them, "Hey, I'm not stopping. We're in traffic to get off the freeway and to go to this concert. I'm not waiting for you to take a piss." Well, some of these people, they just had to take a long pee. So what I just kept doing, I just kept driving. So they start screaming and yelling, and then traffic started going, and I just kept going. I just kept fucking driving. I was like, hell with you guys. So, but yeah, with that concert alone, when we got there, God, what a drunk fest. I cannot believe, I don't know how we got home. I don't know who drove. I know I didn't drive, but sheesh, that was bad. That was the biggest food fight I'd ever seen in my life.
Food fight?
Food fight. It was, because it was at the Candlestick, right? In San Francisco. And
oh my goodness,
Scorpions
yes
played, Metallica
oh
played,
my goodness,
and all
Kingdom
that.
Come,
And Kingdom
yes.
Come.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my
Oh my,
goodness.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
totally
and
remember that day.
there was literally, I've never seen a food fight that big in my
Yes.
life. I mean, I am not. There was hot dogs with mustard flying across, smacking some girl in the face, and she's so drunk, she got into it, and she throws one back. Cokes, beer, everything flying, literally for like 100 yards. Just thousands of people throwing shit. It was so epic.
That's awesome.
It was so weird. I remember that. Like, I remember, Metallica,
Oh, yeah.
playing. But after that, I don't really remember. Yeah. But what a gig. I mean, like, yeah.
was a great show.
Tales of the Van, we're going to get into more depth about a lot of other shit. But that's just one little tidbit of that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that
going on. Oh, there's so much more of this shit. I may even have special guests tell you a
Yes.
story from this shit, just so you know it ain't lying. But yeah. So that's one. That was question 2. Thanks, Ben, for the question. Let's go to question 4, and I'll go back to question 3, Scott. Go, this is about you.
Okay.
We're going to question 4.
All right, 4 is so this is from Gary and Benicia. Scott, what nationality are you, and how did you get into metal music? Okay. That's funny. They probably ask because I have such a beautiful tan. First
You're
off,
so dark.
my dad is German, and my mom's from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. So she's West Indian. My dad's German. I got into metal from living in the little town of Dublin, pretty much. But actually, it goes back farther than that. Because actually, I was born in Long Island, New York, and I moved out here when I was 10. I moved out to California to Dublin. I was 9 years old. But in I wouldn't say I don't know if that I would call this metal, but when I was going to school, it was around the time when a Kiss album came out. I can't remember which one. It's the one with Right Between the Eyes on it. And this kid, where the school bus was, where we'd pull up, it was in front of their house, and his brother would always play that song, right? And I eventually ended up, I think he stole the album from his brother or whatever, and I bought it off the kid, and I would play it all the time. And my mom, I just remember, I think it had their 4 Faces on the front or something, and my mom thought it was just the total devil worship music and all this stuff, and that was like my first taste of like metal, And then I come out here, to California, and I just got into it with a lot of people, and I just didn't get along with a lot of people, and the people that I actually got along with and stuck up with for me and all that stuff were all the metalheads and the rockers, and I just fit in with them, and they're still my friends today.
So you're really saying you didn't go to the dark side?
Yeah, pretty much. In a funny way.
You know what's funny, dude? That it was Kiss Alive 2. That was my first album I ever bought. It was Kiss Alive 2. And a little side note to this. We were listening to it in Chuck Billy's garage, okay? I was really, really young. They had a joint they were smoking in the garage, right? Kiss Alive 2, the open spread. It's a big old double album. So right in the middle, they had the whole concert scene in the middle. And I remember Mrs. Billy and Billy comes walking out of the garage, and we threw the joint inside the album and slammed the album closed. And her mom, and Chuck's mom's like, "What are you guys doing out here?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" So we smashed it. So if I ever can find that album where I put it, it still smells like
That's
weed.
funny.
It still got this.
Isn't that cool? You're like, go back. You're like, yeah, no.
Oh my
Never
God.
wipe that off.
Yeah. I know, and then to really think about, then Chuck becomes this legend, and it's such a trip.
Yeah, it is a trip.
Anyway, I didn't mean to steal your thunder, but it was kind of interesting.
No, that's all part of it.
I never heard that story. It was really cool.
No, that's all
really
part of
liked
it.
that.
I mean,
Let's look
shit.
that up.
And then of course I come out here and I think one of my first albums that was Accept, Hair of the Dog. And that just kind of got me into it. And then of course listening to all the Testament demos and freaking Testament demos, Exodus and stuff. I lived 3 doors down from Willie Lang, so it was like freaking Lost Rocket, and it was just everywhere. I mean, and it was just almost like it was just force fed to me in a weird, funny way, and I loved it.
Yeah. It wasn't. You know what? It was exactly. It wasn't. It was something that we lived. Yeah. It wasn't like we caught up on something. It was. It was. You had to like.
Pretty much the same reason why I'm a Raiders fan.
Oh yeah. Well, I know.
That one.
Come on, Raider Nation. But isn't it kind of cool that it's not being it's almost like a religion to us now. I mean, it's something that it will never go away. It's something,
DDP for life.
It's really, oh my God, yeah. Oh my God. It was such a trip, and I really just thought about it a couple months ago. I remember Chuck when he recorded his first album with Testament. Mm-hmm. And he comes back. That's when they were Legacy, and he comes back. When he came back, he said, "No, we got to change the band to Testament." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh shit!" Well, anyway, I remember he ran over to my house. He asked me to get my van. Another van story. We went around the side of his house, and we listened to that demo. Drank a 12-pack of beer and listened to that. It wasn't a demo anymore. It was the actual album that no one else heard before. And I sat there and listened to that fucking album. Sheesh. 30 fucking times over and over and over with him.
Dude.
God, it was such a good
it's funny about that's exact. No, I remember going over his house with Paulie in the garage, and the styrofoam thing for the album was in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it was in the garage. The whole the prop for the cover of the album.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, what is that? And he's like, oh, that's the new album and all the stuff. And and he played the album for us and all that shit. And Bruce is always on the back of that too.
Yeah, Bruce Biddle. Rest in peace, buddy.
Rest in peace, Bruce.
Very good guy. That's another story. Great guy,
that was just a trip that that's awesome. That one.
That's cool. I like this. Now, because I've heard a lot of stories from you that so far that I've never knew.
So thanks, Gary.
I guess because we're friends, that we don't ask you this shit that we know that we not. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, we're gonna talk later.
Oh shit.
Okay. Now this one's for me. This is from Yost in San Francisco. Hello, Yost. Thanks, man. You go, how hard is it to photograph a concert?
Yeah, that's definitely you.
Wow, dude. I'm telling you what. Okay. I don't know if you know anything about it. One, getting a press pass is probably the hardest thing at that point. But photographing-wise, there's a few things you got to remember. A, there's no flash photography. You'll never see a concert where the professionals down in the photo pit area are ever using a flash. So, A, there's no flash photography. 2, you only get 3 songs. I'm not there the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You only get 3 songs. So I don't know. You got to shoot like mad and just go. And if the lighting is weird, you just got to roll with it and just kind of go.
Yeah, that must have sucked when they were using film. It wasn't digital.
Yeah, and that's when I started. It was like that's what I did. Like my first concert I did was, oh my God, Kiss again.
Sick.
And I have a great picture of Gene Simmons blowing fire.
Oh yes,
that was to do.
That is an awesome ass picture.
That was the hard. I haven't blown this big old plume, and I'm like, wow. God, that was at Berkeley Community Theater. I shot.
Wow.
Anyway, it's really hard. Then and now it's gotten a little easier with digital and like in low light situations and stuff like that, but. you got to remember, you have 3 songs. I shot Metallica when Machine Head opened for him. And they had the Oval Stage. It was in San Jose. And I'm going to tell you, when I was done with 3 songs, I had ran around that stage. It had to be 100 yards all the way around. I ran around that thing probably 6 times.
Which one? Where was that?
And I went over. That was in San Jose.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. And it was exhausting. And then it's the mental fatigue too, because you're focusing, you're looking at aperture, shutter speed, all this stuff. And then just trying to do angles and get something different that no one else has. And that was 3 songs. So yeah. To answer your question, it is really hard. You got to know what the hell you're doing, and you know, and get the hell out of the way. It was funny that when I did Ministry concert I just shot, Scott, that Randy Johnson.
Oh yeah.
You know, the baseball pitcher? Yeah, he's a photographer. Well, he was in the photo pit with me, and I stepped on his foot twice.
Oh shit.
Yeah. There's not a lot of room, and he's got like size 15 shoe, you know, and he's like 6'8" and shit. Yeah. So, but he was in the pit with me, and I stepped on his feet a couple times.
Aw.
So Randy, please, I'm sorry. You know, that's one guy I want to try to get in here, because he knows Phil, he knows, you know, Gary Holt really well. He's shot a lot
Gary's
of metal,
so cool.
and I would love to get an interview with fucking. That would be really cool for Mosh Mag to do Randy Johnson. That would be really cool. Remember your foot long?
Oh shit! Yeah, it's 24. Yeah, 24 inch. Yeah.
It was 24-inch hot dog, and they
Cooperstown.
called it at Cooperstown, Alice Cooper's place in Phoenix that Scott went down, and I made him. They came out with this ginormous hot dog they called the Randy Johnson. And it's this huge ass hot dog. And,
there's a picture of it on our About page.
Bells and just gotta check that out.
I don't know. The thing about that is, you know what? I'm sorry about this Cooperstown. That place is awesome, but I mean, because they do it as a contest, or most of the time we get wasted. It's not the best tasting hot dog. I think if it had a little bit of better flavor, I might have gotten a little bit farther. Or maybe they do that on purpose so that people don't eat the things. Genius. Genius marketing.
I know.
But no, that place is really neat. I really like that place. That was cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever know. It's Cooperstown. It's right next to the ballpark. And Alice Cooper, I don't know if you guys, he's a huge baseball fan. And so he has this Cooperstown, and it's kind of like he's got all of his memorabilia in there, and it's kind of like a Hard Rock, but just of Alice Cooper stuff.
Yeah.
And not just that, but all of his friends that came and did benefit shows there. There's a stage out back, and like with a billboard and like a baseball billboard out.
And he plays really out there and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, he does. He'll play like benefit concerts out there and stuff like that. You can always find some bands out there during the summer, during baseball and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Dang, we go from one question and we answer 5 different other questions.
Yeah, we put our own in there.
So, this is question 49. No, yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Scott.
Speaking of funny.
You can do this one.
Okay, this one, you know what? I did not write down his name, him or her name. Sorry about that. But this one is, are you guys...
This is Allison. From Phoenix.
Allison asked us, are you guys ever going to do an interview?
Yeah.
Thanks for putting us on blast there, Allison. Yeah.
Okay. Here's it's a technical thing for us.
Yeah.
I have a recording device that we can go, I can go rogue for. I'm heading to Las Vegas, and I think I'm going to do some question and answers on the street. Just of random people from all over the world, and ask them questions about metal. Yeah. You know, do you like metal? What's your, I'll just come up saying, but I think we're going to do that. But I think what she is asking is, are we going to do anybody worth the shit? Dude. And the answer is totally yes. Totally yes.
I wonder if we have to ever.
We have some people lined up, but I think that it's a technical thing for us
Yeah,
now. I think we're just trying to learn the ins and outs of how we're going to record it. Because if we do something, we want to do it really well, and we want it to sound absolutely incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. That's. I think that's it. I mean, I think that's the only thing that's stopping us right now is just learning how to do it and do it really well.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that it? Okay, cool. Okay, do it again. You do number 6.
All right, number
this is the last
6. Do either of you play an instrument?
And that is from Jay in Petaluma. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay. I played bass for a minute there, probably less than a year. And I never had time to get into it, really. And I always wanted to, and that's it. Yeah. I played a little saxophone in 6th grade. Yeah.
And you play the skin flute too?
Oh.
Yeah. For me, I play bass. I played bass for many years. Am I any good at it? And just like Scott, I have it, I play it, I do this and that with it. I can get pretty good at times, but do I ever want to get on stage? No. I just do it because I like it, stuff like that. I can play a mean-ass harmonica. I know that.
There you go.
A lot of people don't know that, yeah. I can play a harmonica. But I wouldn't listen to any of that bullshit fucking music, but,
Well, it's good if you ever get locked up,
Yeah. Playing the blues, man.
That was it all alone. Hey, baby.
Cool. Yeah, and I think that's it. I mean,
I got something just last. I'm gonna throw this funny in there. I just heard. It's kind of funny about Slayer. They are literally in Dallas, Texas, at a place called the Bomb Factory, where Slayer's gonna be playing for their final tour. The place holds 4,300 people. The place it's already sold out, and now tickets online are going for $3,000 a piece.
Oh my
Slayer
God.
tickets.
Oh my God.
$3,000 Slayer tickets.
Oh my
okay?
God.
I'm just saying. I had to throw that in
Oh
as
my
funny
God.
news or whatever. Out of hand.
Oh
Out of
my
hand.
God.
All right.
But you know what? Good for fucking
No,
them.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
good for them.
And
you
they're
know
not
what?
going to
And
see that.
what-
That's all scalpers. That's the problem. We'll get into that.
I know. But I know.
Because I honestly don't know if all these online services that sell tickets, I mean, that's kind of what up the ticket price. I think seats is what actually up the ticket price. Because back in the day, everything was general seating. Remember, and big festivals, you could go sit wherever you want. It was general seating, and it was cool because then everybody bought the same ticket. You go in, you can sit wherever you want and relax for a few and go back on the floor.
Yeah.
I think it was just a better experience.
I remember. It was Roger Waters' The Wall. They were playing in San Jose.
Yep, I was there.
And I wanted to take my wife to this so bad.
I think we saw you
And
there.
I was willing to pay some.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was drunk. Oh God, I was so drunk and pissed after this. So I go out and I make sure that I am the first person to call. I am speed dialing at 9 o'clock a.m. It starts. Boom. I was the first fucking person. I get tickets. I'm dead center. Boom. All of a sudden, I go sit in my seat. I am so freaking far back.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy goes, "Oh, I just bought my ticket," and I see him out in the parking lot. "Oh, I bought my ticket, from this one guy," and he was like right down in the middle, and he paid the same amount of money as me, and it just kills me that you're gonna have to pay a premium amount to get that seat. So why you even waste your time to go do all this shit and go, remember back in the day we would just sit outside the warehouse and be the first person to get a ticket and you get great seats just because you did that.
Yeah.
Nowadays, no.
Yeah, if there was seating, which that was for big shows, there's seating, but most of the shows were general admission. I had this conversation with a guy not too long ago, and I was like, man, that is what did it. And it's funny because back then, I remember with Bill Graham around, Bill Graham was big on, he hated people scalping tickets. It was all about scalpers or assholes. Yep. They were like the scum of the earth. But if you look at it now, that's what all these places are online. I'm not going to name any of them, but the places online that sell the tickets. I mean, like this $3,000 thing. It's the same thing, man. I just think it's a ripoff. They're ripping us off.
Well, it's like the venue sets the tone of the ticket price. and they're just paying. They're paying the say they're paying Slayer. I'll pay you $15,000 just to play.
Yeah.
Now they're getting that, but they have to pay for everything, But then that's why they get all their money in merch
and vending and
all
food.
Their merch.
And the food's outrageous.
But they're not getting it. Not the band's not getting
band.
any of that shit. But the venue's
making a killing.
But the venue sets the
Yeah.
tone. They give you the price. They pay them a set amount. But the good thing is they don't get anybody. The band's still getting their money. And then in return, then you have all these idiots. Now you're having like Ticketmaster and all them. Oh, now there's a surcharge.
Yeah.
Now you've got to pay them $15 a ticket, and then there's a city-wide charge, an entertainment fee, and it's like bullshit.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking ticket. Give me the goddamn $35 ticket, and not have nothing else.
I want to go back to the
I don't understand.
Bass days. You buy the ticket,
Yeah.
you go down, walk down to Bass, and you pay for the ticket. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Remember they had a Bass. I remember it was a Safeway in San Ramon. You could go buy.
It was Tower
Bass
in Dublin had Bass, and
Right.
what was the
Warehouse
place
and
in the
all that.
mall? It was Goody Tom. Something Goody shit. There's 2 record places in the mall. One of them was called out, and the other one was like I forgot what it was.
Oh yeah, I didn't go there by this shit. Yeah, I know.
It was always Warehouse and friggin' Tower Records.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't know. It just fucking sucks.
Wow,
nowadays.
record stores.
I mean, especially for kids.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I mean, even say if I want to go see a small gig.
Yeah.
I mean, I still got to go pay this guy. How am I getting a ticket? Oh, I've got to go to this guy, and I'm going to pay. I go to a $25 show, say a little gig, and I'm paying another $15 fucking dollars. I mean,
That's all right.
That's $40 fucking dollars right there. But these guys are getting nothing. They're getting this money just because they're producing a way of how to scan a ticket or whatever. I don't even know. It's just such bullshit. And I don't understand. We're getting way deep. But
see, well, that's one thing that's cool about Shoreline. They don't charge you for friggin' parking.
They don't? They don't? Wow.
I don't think they ever have.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. I don't. Dude, every time I go in that place, I'm hammered. Every single
It's a shitty place, too.
I know. Getting in there, getting out. Christ.
All right, well, what do you think?
We got to end this shit.
Let's wrap this one up.
Oh, another 42 fucking
Yeah, that's a
minutes.
good
That's bullshitting. Christ's sake. Jeez. Well, anyway, I think that is it. We don't know what we're going to do on our next episode. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
It'll be a good one.
see.
Just listen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Shut your belly aching.
All right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, guys.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap
Thanks
this
for
up.
listening, and thanks for all the questions.
Yeah, okay, so you can hit us up at moshmag.com. That's the website. It, again, is on Twitter. We are at mosh_mag. Again, on Instagram, we are at mosh_mag. On Facebook, we are Mosh Mag Podcast. Take a look. Check us out. Hit us up. Email us at moshmag666@gmail.com. It's been great. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace.
Thanks, guys. Peace.